ahead with our meetings. Would one of you guys like to make a motion? Or would one of you like to accept to be co-chair?
What do y'all want it?
I mean,
I don't care.
if you want it, it's my first meeting,
Yeah, it's my first meeting.
okay. So,
Okay.
okay, I'll make a,
Rhonda Humphrey, if everybody agrees, say aye.
Aye.
And that is actually about all we have on the meeting for this evening. Is there something else you guys would like to discuss?
what's the, oh, okay, that's it, yeah, for the appointment of that. I'm not entirely sure what we do for this group.
What's that?
What are we doing, like, as a group here?
Actually, it kind of just goes over the historical preservation is kind of like the history of Laverne. In the past, they've had demonstrations or articles. They would take a day, generally one day out of the year, and set up like displays that kind of walks you through the history of Laverne. Old-time photos. Several years ago, we got memorabilia from Waldron School, any of the ball leagues that were here throughout the years, and so we kind of just had a display of stuff like that. Had a couple of guest speakers. I think they went back through the history and got all the mayors, previous mayors that they could to sit down and do a little Q&A type video thing, so we kind of had that rolling on a loop throughout the day. That's just a few things that they've kind of done in the past. We're always open up to new ideas. If that's something you guys would like to explore doing again, we'd definitely get with Alderman Waldron and get his input on that also.
One thing that I thought would probably be important, this is our 50th year.
Yes,
I know that we've done, somebody scheduled a 5K, 10K, something to that sort.
we had the 5K this past Saturday. What we're trying to do is take a little element every month to do something. Everything is not park and rec related, everything is not city hall related, so it's kind of different departments jumping in and doing different things. I'll turn it over to Kathy, she's our events coordinator. I'm not 100% sure if we have anything. I believe they may have something in the works for historical preservation.
I'm not, one thing they're doing is a time capsule this year. That's going to be done through City Hall. So I would think that that might be something they would reach out to you on what kind of items could be put in the time capsule. Also, we had discussed too, for Old Timers Festival, we could do a booth or a tent with the history of Laverne in it in honor of the 50th anniversary.
Okay.
And Old Timers Day is on
That is September 17th. And let's see, I might have the date that they have tentative for that time capsule. Or I might have the month, I should say. Maybe around August, but that is City Hall, so that planning doesn't go through us, so I'm not quite sure. We'd have to get with them on that.
Okay. The booth or the tent, is there any responsibility that we have to, like, what do we need to do to get that booth or tent going?
I'm trying to think. Your next meeting is after Old Timers, isn't it?
Right.
So we could email and see what kind of ideas that you have, any connections you have to get any sort of history of Laverne, and then we could just plan to put it in the tent for viewing only.
One idea that's a few people have been talking to me about is the names of the streets in Laverne. So there's lots of unique names on all these streets, and I've started working on a little project myself on who these names are and what they mean to the city. So I've started a little bit of spreadsheet, but I've just started it, so that might be something that would be interesting to know who Dick Buchanan is and who, you know.
Yeah, that'd be great. Are you able to get background information on those people also?
I will do what I can.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I think that would be a unique project to kind of educate people, because we have a lot of new people. When I came here in '92, I think there was only about 7,000 people, and now we're, 35 or more?
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to let people know. I mean, I know mobile home, not many people know the history of that and how they came up with the names of the streets. And I think it would be fun to just know where those names come from.
Yeah, because at one time, I believe that was, you're talking about the one back off of,
Cedar Grove.
Sand Hill,
yeah, I think at one time it was South Fork.
South Fork, and then Clayton Homes, and now it's Cedar.
Yeah, so I think a lot of those names were based around that television show.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's something that we haven't actually done before.
Yeah,
From
that's
what
a
I can
great
tell.
idea.
So also, any other suggestions y'all come up with, just let us know. You can email us, and then we could email the information so that everybody's on the same page. And everybody
Sounds
can
good.
chip in what kind of knowledge they have and ideas to put into a booth to honor the anniversary.
How soon would they need to know the different things for the time capsule? Is that something that we would open up to the city residents to?
I don't know.
Okay.
That is going through City Hall, so I don't have any of the planning. I just know it's something that, when we had a meeting, which was at the end of last year, they were coming up with ideas of what could be put in the time capsule. I don't know what they've discussed since then.
Okay,
So we'd have to get with City Hall to find out what they're looking for there. And I can reach out to
Are they
her.
gonna use something present day to put in the time capsule, or?
I don't know. I can get with Ann tomorrow, and we can email the information on what their idea for that is.
okay. I think we would all be happy to help with that.
Yeah.
I'm like you, I don't know what's going on.
What's that?
I'm like him, this is my first meeting, and
it's
I
all
don't,
good.
I don't know what's going on.
I think at our last meeting, which was in 2020,
Probably.
we talked about the book that was written in the past.
And we do have those books. There's a stack of them at the parks office.
Okay,
If you guys want to email Sheila or Kathy, you should have their email addresses. We will get you one of those books somehow. It's just basically a history of Laverne, how it got started, some of the founding fathers of the city, how some of the churches came about, the families that started those churches. So it's a good little rundown of the history.
it might help with some of the background of the city names also.
You guys got any other questions for us?
Why do we only meet twice a year? I'm just curious.
I think this only meets twice a year. The Greenway, our Greenway has gone to meeting once every quarter, just because there's not a whole lot of updates to it.
Yeah,
Unlike your Park and Rec meetings where there's something constantly evolving. I don't say it gets stagnant, but dealing with the history of Laverne, it's out there. It's just kind of researching it like you're doing with the names to get some fresh ideas. We just don't want to keep trying to recycle the same old stuff.
The last meeting we had, we did talk about doing it every 3 months, especially leading up to the 50th year, which life happened. But I think we had to get approval to get that every 3 months, and maybe if we are trying to get this, we might have some kind of informal meeting or something to
I'm
Yeah.
open.
get some information.
We'll definitely
together.
get with Alderman Waldron. We'll track him down tomorrow and run that by him too and get his thoughts on that. That may be something he wants to bring before the Board of Mayor and Aldermen.
That would be great. It does seem like only every 6 months, it's like we don't get anything accomplished.
Yeah. You were talking about the time capsule. Oh, since you're doing something for the Old Timers Day, Is there anything maybe for like, the Trail of Treats? Like maybe have a contest for the oldest costume?
You could, absolutely.
You
Some
know.
of our other booths have contests and games
Yeah.
at their booths, so absolutely.
You know, like something that somebody wore back in 97 or, you know, further back. See how many of the kids and the parents could come up with costumes from something like that.
We could add that into the advertising.
Okay.
Like just what we wore in '97? Just regular clothing? I was just
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah.
I still
You
own
know.
that stuff. I've just,
Yeah, like we used to do when we was at Walmart. Yeah, I'm dressed up as a Walmart employee. Okay.
Anything else?
Well, Ms. Rhonda, we're not gonna put you on the spot, but since you are the vice chair, we're gonna let you adjourn the meeting if that's, if you guys don't have anything else for us.
no.
If you don't have anything else,
No,
meeting is adjourned.
Okay.